Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another class on Verbling with Teacher Abby. I'm very excited to see you guys. We've got a lesson today about American federal holidays, and of course, we're going to use that topic to have a conversation. Hi, Lee. Welcome back to class.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. What about you? How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Hi, David. Welcome.
Hi, Javi, how are you?
I'm okay, David. I've had better days, but I'm okay.
Yes, I know, I know. I have to, I have a big hangover.
What were you doing yesterday?
Yeah, yeah. Today is San John's Day, San John's Day. So last night in my town we celebrate a special night in the beach with um, fires, barbecues. So it's a very exciting party. Um, my car smells to barbecue. I smell still to barbecue. And I'm extremely tired today.
Oh, well, thank you for joining the class even though you're tired.
Okay, no problem.
It's good to have you. Hi, Lucas. Welcome back to class. How are you doing today?
Hello, Abby. I'm okay, thank you. Do you hear me well?
I hear
Because
you perfectly.
okay, because it's my second microphone.
Okay.
Okay, so good. And how are you?
I'm okay, Lucas. I was just talking with David because I was having an issue on my Facebook. Somebody created a fake account pretending to be me, so I was a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay, okay. Not nice.
Not you. It was you. Eduardo, welcome to the class. How are you?
Thank you, Abby. I'm great.
It's good to see you again. Thanks for
I'm
joining.
fine.
Sorry?
I don't know who speak.
Oh, I thought that was you. I said, Eduardo, are you okay?
I'm in the pink.
Good to see you, Eduardo. Thanks for coming. Let me say hello to, is it Wichian? Wichian? Or Waishin?
Hello.
Hello, how are
Hello.
you? Hello?
Good. Hello.
What is your name? What is your name?
I think he can't hear.
Can you hear me?
You
Okay.
mean me or
Sorry about that.
other one?
Yes, you. What's your name? You. What's your name?
My name is Vishen.
Michelle. Welcome to the class. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, Vishen. I'm from Thailand.
Wichian. Wichian.
Nice to meet
Welcome to the class. It's nice to meet you.
Yes. Oh, nice
And
to
the
meet
next
you.
one over is Aktakra. Aktakna. No? Help me with your name, please. Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming to the class. It's very nice to meet you. David, you're watching the game. What's happening?
0-0. Only
0-0.
7 minutes. Yes, only 7 minutes. 7 minutes playing, and the team who wins will continue in the championship. Who lose goes out.
What
So
team
it's,
is? Sorry.
yes, tell me.
What team is expected to win? What team is expected to win?
I'm Italian supporter, so I prefer to win Italy to win.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's a very difficult. Oh, excuse me. No. Almost goal, but no. I prefer to win Italy to win because I'm Italian supporter, and in addition, at work, my co-workers and me we gamble about the World Cup, and I said the final will be Italy versus Brazil. So I can earn a lot of money if Italy goes on the competition.
You're having a bet on the World Cup.
Yes.
Excellent. Very good. Well, I hope it wins for you then, so you get nice and rich.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Well, today's class we're going to be talking about American federal holidays. We're going to have a conversation about holidays. Then we're going to read a short article about holidays, talk about different holidays that exist. Some of them I am not familiar with because I'm not American, as you know. And then we will finish the class with some discussion questions. So we're going to learn about these things together. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm just...
Federal holidays means like all over the states? In all the states? Okay. Like bank holidays in the UK?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That same thing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Any questions before we get started? I'll share my screen with you so you can see the document. It's coming. The first question in the document, oh, here we go. Here we go. So maybe we could start with Ali. Do you want to read the first question for us, Ali, and give us your answer?
Do you celebrate Christmas? What do you do? Sometimes, not every Christmas. If I am in a good mood, I celebrate Christmas and I go out with my friends and maybe a pub or party, something like that, and drink and listen to music.
Sounds good. So you... Oh. I'm having a problem with my audio. Okay, now I hear you. So you go out with your friends, that's how you celebrate. What about the food that you eat, Ali? Me and you love to talk about food, so why don't you tell me about the food that you like to eat during Christmas?
I eat everything, like to vacuum cleaner.
Okay, let's ask Wishien. Tell me about if you celebrate Christmas, and if you do, what do you do to celebrate it?
Normally in Thailand, how Christmas Day, I never go to celebrate. I'm sorry. But in Thailand, I go to the celebrate in Happy New Year. I with my friend and something like that.
That's awesome. You spend the time with your friends. Perfect. David. Oh, hi, Amp. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Doing well, thank you.
Wonderful. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us again.
Good to see you as well.
Okay, I'm going to ask David the next question. Could you read the next question, David, and give me your answer?
When is New Year's Day? How is it celebrated? Okay. Our New Year's Day is the 1st of January. We celebrate, I think, as in every part, on every country in the world, with a big party. It's very typical in Spain, for example, just before go home to have a breakfast with chocolate, and I don't know how to describe churros. It's a very common food in Spain. It's like, I don't know, the bread of the pizza. but
Stuffed with
it's
maybe chocolate or?
yes, it's like a Frankfurt, like a Frankfurt. Oh, oh,
I think I know what a churro is. It's like a long piece of fried bread that's
yes,
stuffed with
yes,
chocolate or
yes, you're
dulce
right.
de leche.
Yes, so we put the churro in the chocolate and we eat it. And it's
Mmm.
nice. It's very nice. It's not very healthy, but maybe after 12 hours dancing, you don't mind. You eat, you eat anything. So it's the most typical. In addition, we have a tradition. I think it's only in Spain. Um, when when the 31st of December is finishing, we eat 12 grapes just before the beginning of 1st of January.
Really?
Yeah, so every TV channels are looking at the clock, at the main clock in Madrid, in
Mm-hmm.
the main square of Madrid. So when just before the clock began to ring the bells at 00, everybody has to eat the 12 grapes.
Interesting. That is a totally new custom for me. Thank you for sharing, David.
Okay, thank you.
Does
You're
anyone
welcome.
else have a different way that their culture or somebody in their country or maybe you or your family a different way of celebrating New Year's Day?
Yes, we have a puppet made of wood and paper,
Mm-hmm.
and it represents a cartoon or a politician or any character from a movie. And in it we try to represent all the bad things that we have during the year and just burn at 12 o'clock.
That's another interesting custom. I've never heard that before. Thank you, Amp, for sharing. Anybody else have a different way of celebrating New Year's? Okay, let's go to our... Oh, Eduardo?
No, I'm going to say it's not a tradition, but I like to go skiing in New Year's Day. Every year I have a week of holidays between the 24th and the 1st. So I usually, the first day of the year, I spend it skiing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my
Good for you.
tradition.
Yeah, a personal tradition. Nastia, that's okay. Welcome to the class. You are welcome. We can practice reading with you today, and maybe you'd like to answer a question, okay? But thank you for coming, Nastia. If you want to participate, you are more than welcome to do so. Okay, you guys, let's move on to the next one. Lucas, can you read the third question for us and give us your answer?
How many days off do you have in 1 year? You mean like Saturday, Sunday?
The third question, what is your favorite holiday?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
What is your favorite? I think my favorite holiday is Christmas.
Why do you choose that?
Because it's the mood is for me it's nice because I spend time with family and this is one of the best days that I enjoy. And what else? Maybe there are some presents.
Of course, everybody loves presents, right, Lucas?
Yeah. And I don't know what else I can say.
Okay, no, that's good. Excellent answer to that question. Let's go to the next one with Mushen. Would you like to read number 4? How many days off do you have in 1 year? What's your answer to that question?
You have day off or about in time about 13 days.
Okay. And what do you like to do on your days off?
Sorry,
What do you
sorry.
What do you like to do on your days off?
I'm go to travels with my family and watch movie and listening music.
Okay.
Stay at home.
Stay at home and relax. Chill out.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. That's great. Perfect. Okay, let's go over to Amp. Amp, do you want to read the next one for us? The next question?
Do you think you have enough holidays? Well, here we have almost 10, I think, during the year. Yeah.
And what do you think? Is that enough, or would you like more? Well, of course you'd like more, but
Yes, I think it's okay. It's a good number.
okay. Now, Amp, is that 10 federal holidays, or is that your work holidays?
Yes, because historical days are well, and the two of them are just Christmas and New Year's, but most of them are historical days.
Okay. Very good. Does anyone have any national holidays in their country this month, in the month of June? Does anyone have a holiday coming up?
No.
Does anyone know what's happening in Canada this month?
Maybe your Independence Day?
Yeah, what do we call that?
I don't know. Independence Day.
It's actually it's in July. It's July 1st, but it's Canada Day. So it's one of our statutory holidays where we celebrate something to do with our attachment to British North America. Good job. So nobody has a major holiday coming up. Let's go ahead and continue. What American holidays do you know about? What American holidays do you know about? Ali?
Maybe Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, that's a huge one. Eduardo, do you know of any other American holidays?
New Year's Day.
New Year's.
Yes.
Tell us about them, Eduardo.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Independence Day, the 4th of July. And I don't know, I'm sure there is more. New Year's Day, of course, like in all countries. Yeah.
Can you explain what is the idea behind Thanksgiving holiday in the United States? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure about the date because I think it's changed. It depends of it's Thursday. And I don't know if the next day, because they call it a Black Friday or something like that to go shopping.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if it is also a holiday. Yeah. Thursday and Friday. Thanksgiving and Black Friday. It's two days?
I'm not Black Friday is not a federal holiday. People go to work and they continue on as normal. Okay. But you're right, Thanksgiving, it changes every year. It's never quite the same as far as I remember. And do you have something similar in your country, Eduardo? Do you have a similar holiday to Thanksgiving?
No, but here in Spain is really common. The 24th of December, gather all the family like in Thanksgiving, but just for Christmas. Yeah. So we don't have a special day to gather the family and be grateful about everything. Yeah, no, just the 24th of December. Yeah,
Okay.
have a dinner with the family.
Very good. Thanks for sharing. Does anyone else have a different answer for any of the questions for our discussion? Any other answers that you guys would like to give? All right, let's go ahead and read. So we've got not a lot to read today. So let's start with David. Can you read that first highlighted part of the article for us?
Okay. American holidays are spread throughout the year. There are holidays and important dates in almost every month. A holiday is a day of remembrance for a person or an event.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And Lucas, can you read the rest of that one?
On some holidays, you may have a day off from work, but not on all of them. Having a day off and taking a vacation always mean that you do not have to go to work or school, but a holiday. In the American sense, is generally a special day with historical significance.
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 Perfect. Excellent, excellent job. So, what can you tell us about American holidays, AMP? What do we learn about American holidays in this paragraph? AMP, are you there? Okay, let me ask Eduardo. Eduardo, what do we learn about American holidays in this paragraph?
Well, it seems like more than a day off is an historical. You remember the facts that occurred a long time ago, and yeah, and you celebrate in some way. It affects you, of course, and maybe you have the day off also. So
Yeah, sometimes you have the day off and sometimes you don't.
no. Yeah.
Can anyone think of a holiday that maybe you don't have the day off work for?
For me, not day off. Any holiday.
Ali, I think you need to hire me as your secretary, and I will schedule in some days off for you.
Yeah, maybe, but I decided not holiday days, national holiday, something like that.
Okay. Sometimes it's better to take a day off when you actually need it or when you're wanting to do something, right? Good. Any questions on the vocabulary for our first paragraph?
No. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I hear you, Amp. That's
Okay,
perfect. Can you go ahead and read the next paragraph for us, Amp?
Okay, the following is a list of federal holidays. The government recognizes these days as official days of significance. Work schedules may or may not be affected by these holidays. In the United States, there are 10 federal holidays set by law. The following 4 holidays are set by date.
Beautiful. So let's talk about what these holidays are. For each holiday, I want you to tell me what you know about how Americans celebrate it, and then we're going to talk about if your country has something similar. So first of all, David, tell us about how Americans celebrate New Year's Day, and if it's similar or different to how your country celebrates it.
Okay, as far as I know, the most famous celebration, New Year's Day celebration, is in Times Square. No, yes, in Times Square. No, in New York.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that one word that you said.
I don't remember the name of the square in New York, where all the people. Times Square, where all the people gather around the clock and celebrate the beginning of January the 1st, more or less like in Spain, in the main clock, in the main square of Madrid. And all the channels on the TV channels are watching the same image, the Madrid clock, and after that, I guess everybody goes to a party or, for example, a friend's house, or so it could be more or less hard. You can go to a disco or you can go to a one house or one of your friends to celebrate and drink champagne, alcohol. I think New Year's Day is almost the same in Spain and in United States and in every country.
Wonderful. Good job. Excellent. What about you, Weishen? What about Independence Day? What is Independence Day in the United States? Do you know?
Sorry, I didn't know. Hello?
Hello, that's okay. Who can help
Hello?
Weishen? Who can help him with Independence Day? Explain what Independence Day is.
It's a movie.
That was a great movie, too.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
suppose.
serious? A great movie? Are you serious?
David, I was just a little girl when Independence Day came out. I loved it.
Oh, but you cannot believe it. I mean, Will Smith go to the mother, how? Today I'm fried. To the ship, to the mothership,
Yeah.
and install a virus. Okay, you cannot believe it. It's impossible. So no. And in addition, I'm very tired of this kind of movies where United States saves all the world. No, I'm very tired of that.
I am ID4, right? ID4 movie.
Go ahead,
What?
Weishen.
Um, um, you mean ID4 movies, right? And
We're talking about alien movies. Alien.
alien movie. Will Smith, um, Will Smith actor.
Yeah, the actor was Will Smith.
Will Smith. Yeah.
Will Smith, absolutely. David, I have been to the mothership. I know it's real.
Did you install the virus?
That's why I'm
Thank
so
you.
crazy.
No, I like all sci-fi movies, but this is incredible, and when I say incredible, it's impossible to defeat an aliens installing a virus in their motherboard. This is completely insane, and I don't like the point that United States saves the world, because in a lot of movies it's always the same. So I am a little bit tired of this point. But as movies is it's okay. You are watching it and you entertain. You spend your time. It's okay. But I prefer other kind of science fiction movies. Alien, for example. Alien is one of the best sci-fi movies ever.
It was a good movie. I think we slightly got off topic. Now we're talking about aliens.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Independence Day is obviously.
Yeah. The Independence Day is the independence from the Brits, the United States from the Brits in the 18th century, I suppose. No? And I can see in television a lot of sport games, parades, fireworks, and yeah, in the outside, yeah, in parks and yeah, streets.
Wonderful. Good explanation. That was perfect. What about Veterans Day? Veterans Day. Ali, what's Veterans Day?
Yeah.
It's about some people in back to war for their country and back to war, something like that.
Yes, exactly. In Canada, we call it Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day. And it's on the same day, November 11th. Does anybody know how we celebrate that?
To honor your soldiers.
Exactly, to remember what soldiers did for the freedom of a country. That's what Veterans Day or Remembrance Day is. And we wear, what Canadians will do is they will wear a red flower on their lapel. Your lapel is a part on your jacket or your shirt to show that you remember what the soldiers did. So that's the custom behind Remembrance Day. Does anyone in the class celebrate a Remembrance Day for maybe a war that went on in your country or something like that?
Not in Spain.
Not in Spain?
No.
What about Lucas, where you live? Do people celebrate anything like that?
Yes, of course. We remembrance people who was very important through the war
Mm-hmm.
and honor them, and we went to the grave with flowers, something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Good. So it's something very similar to how Canadians and Americans would celebrate that. And
Abby,
yeah?
do you know why Veterans Day is the 11th, November the 11th?
No,
I
I
don't know
don't.
why.
I think it has something to do with a field. I'd have to do research.
Okay, don't worry. I research also.
Okay.
I like this
It,
kind of things. So, okay, I will Google
okay.
it.
So the end of World War I was November 11th, 1918. That's why.
Oh, yes. I haven't taken into account the first. I only think it only in the second or in Vietnam or something like that. But Vietnam War or Korean War are very recent to
Mm-hmm.
be Veterans Day. So I was only thinking about the Second World War, not the first. Yes, you are completely right.
Perfect. Okay, let's continue. Christmas Day is pretty obvious. And as we already talked about, it sounds like we celebrate them in a similar fashion no matter where we are in the world. Okay? So this is what happens. Maybe we could have Weishin, would you like to read the next highlighted part on the page? Weishin? Oh, now I can't hear him. Okay,
Oh,
Ali,
yeah.
read that for us. Oh,
Sorry.
there he is.
Yeah.
Please read the highlighted sentences. Can you read these? If any of the above?
If any of the above falls on a Saturday as holiday. Similarly, if one falls on a Sunday, then minus the
I'm sorry, Weishin, you have some problems with your audio. Your voice is cutting out, okay? I think that's maybe the problem is your connection. So why do you think we do that? Why do we do that, Amp? Why do we celebrate the holiday on a different day if it falls on a Sunday or a Saturday?
Because you want to have a day off. That doesn't happen in my country. When
No?
it's Saturday, it was Saturday. But for example, sometimes when it is Thursday, we can change it to Friday just for have 3 days together.
Mm-hmm.
But it happens on Sunday or Saturday. Yeah, just we don't have day off.
It's the same in Spain.
Yeah.
Yes, we miss
Is
it.
it
They don't
is
want
it
to miss
like
it the day off.
So you don't have any long weekends when you have an extended weekend because of a holiday?
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
But
why
last
why
year
why
it
they do
changed.
that?
No, go ahead, Eli.
No, no, I'm just asking why they do that. If it's Sunday or Friday, maybe or Saturday, Friday, and Monday be day off.
Well, the reason is because there has to be a long weekend. So if the majority of people don't work on a weekend, then giving them Monday or Friday off, it extends the weekend for them. But even if they have to work on one of those days, like say for example, if you work on a holiday, you're supposed to get paid double the amount of money per hour. So if you work Monday to Friday and the holiday falls on the Saturday, you never benefit from having your wage doubled.
In my country, people don't care about this kind of things, this kind of days, Independence Day, something
Well,
like that.
you should come visit me in Canada then. Come get a job in Canada.
If there is it falls on Saturday or Sunday, no one go to celebrate. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think the majority of the world doesn't have that happen to them. So those are the 4 holidays that are observed in that way, and they have specific dates. The rest of the federal holidays, there's 6 more, and they're listed here. Maybe we could have Ali, would you like to read the first 3 and when they're observed?
Okay. Martin Luther King's birthday, third Monday in January. Washington's birthday, third Monday in February. Memorial Day, last Monday in May.
Perfect. So does anyone have a similar holiday to these in their country, or have they heard of these holidays? Maybe a leader from your country that you celebrate, his
We don't
birthday.
celebrate politicians at all.
No. We would get to kill them.
Really? You've never had a good politician in Spain?
No, never. Never.
Oh, there has to be one good man that you guys remember or that you appreciated as your leader, no?
No, because we are recent in the democracy, you know. Before that, Spain was, and it is, a monarchy.
Right.
It's not the same right now, of course, but yes, and we have a dictator, yeah, for when we were the civil war here in Spain. So yeah, we are recent, so we don't celebrate politicians.
Okay. Well, it does make sense then, now that you say that. Ali?
Yeah.
In my country, only official celebrations like this. Mustafa Kemal about something about that. People don't attend this kind of celebrations because people don't like him. Only student schools take the students by force, and some people work for government. They attend this kind of things.
Right. Interesting. Does anyone else in the class have a different answer to that question? Maybe there are politicians in your country who people still celebrate their birthdays or their remembrance of them?
No, I'm hungry. I'm angry with Spain. because last Tuesday, I'm not sure, or Wednesday, last week, I don't remember the day exactly. We have a new king since last week. We have a king, and he abdicated into his son, and I think this could be a holiday for everyone in Spain because we have a new king. We should be celebrating. I'm not a monarchy lover precisely, but the king is the boss or the main person in our country. So if you are going to have a new king, this day should be a special party.
Yeah, you're right. You would think that would be how it goes, right?
Yeah, but no, no. Here I was watching all the celebration in my desktop working.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
it's unfair. It's unfair for us.
Well, you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. Even in countries like in the United States with Martin Luther King's birthday or Washington's birthday, it's not a huge celebration. So it's not like people actually take out the time to make a big deal about it. It's not as exciting as it might seem. Let's read the last 3 holidays. Maybe we could have David read those for us, the last 3.
Okay. Labor Day, first Monday in September. Columbus Day, second Monday in October. Thanksgiving, fourth Thursday in November.
Okay. Now, what about these? Do you guys know what Labor Day is?
Yes.
For us, it's the 1st of May.
Yes, we have that in Spain, like David said, 1st of May. I just remember Memorial Day in Spain that it is really curious, and it is the 1st of November, and we visit our graveyards, the cemeteries, to remember our death. Yeah, it's a national holiday here in Spain, the 1st of November. Yeah.
Interesting.
We bring flowers to the cemetery and decorate the the tombs. I don't know how to say that. I don't remember.
Tombs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing that with us, Eduardo. And Amp, what happens on May 1st? You wrote that in the chat. Tell me what you do on May 1st in your country.
Yeah, this is Labor Day for us.
So what does that mean for you?
Well, it's a day to commemorate to the workers, and it's supposed to be a day off also.
Okay, very good. It's a joke in Canada. Ours is, in Canada, it's the first Monday in September. And we always joke around with the people who have to work on Labor Day. We say, it's Labor Day, you should be working, because it's a day for labor.
Yeah.
But
It's the first Monday in September in Canada?
It's the first, I think so, yeah. I think it's the first Monday. Because when we would go back to school, it was always the day after Labor Day. After summer vacation, that's when we would go back to school, the first week of September.
Most of country celebrate this day May 1st May, I think.
Yeah,
Only America and Canada.
We're special, Ali. We are very special.
You are good workers or laborers. We are not.
Okay, good job, you guys. Awesome work. So those are some of the American federal holidays. Those are them. Now we're going to have a little discussion, and this is where you guys get to choose the questions that you're going to ask to each other. So let's start with Lucas. Lucas, choose, and you can include me as well because we're a smaller group of students today. So go ahead and choose a question that you like, Lucas, and ask it to a different student, and then we'll continue our conversation.
Okay. Do you think people work too much? Why or why not? Maybe to David?
Okay. I think it not depends on the days off. I think it depends on your day by day. I mean, you can be in the office looking at the window. So you do not deserve holidays, but if you work hard, you deserve holidays. So it's in Spain. I think we have an enough number of holidays. I prefer to have 365 days of holidays, but no, for me it's okay.
That's a good answer, David. And just so you know, we call that work ethic. It's how hard you work when you're at work.
What?
I'm just letting you know that in English we call that work ethic. It depends on your work ethic, and that's how hard that you work
Oh,
when you're at
okay,
the office.
okay.
Good. Okay,
Yes.
David, your turn to choose a different question for a different student.
Okay, let me check. I don't want to be controversial. I'm going to change. Okay, to Ali. How many hours do you work or study in 1 week?
In 1 week, I don't know. It depends. Every month it's different. I usually work 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. every day.
So about 40. Sorry?
One additional question.
Mhm.
In Ramadan, do you have to work the same hours per day?
In Ramadan,
Do you have to work the same hours, the same number of hours?
yes, it's not different in Ramadan.
But in summer, it's very, very strong to fight with that.
Are you asking about me or about general people in my country?
General people, yes.
Uh,
I mean, the weather
for
is
me,
very hot.
For me, it's not different. It's like other days. There is no specialty for Ramadan, but some people change their work time. No.
Okay.
I
I
don't
would
know
probably die if I
about
tried to make
Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Okay. Some religious people change their work time. Maybe some people work in field or agriculture, or some people work about construction of buildings. They usually work at night or I don't know, early morning, and they rest afternoon because here is very hot in these months, June and July and August.
Wonderful. Good answer. Good question, David. I like how you asked an extra question. Everybody is welcome to do that. Okay, Lee, it's your turn.
Okay. I want to ask Amp. If the government decided to make a new holiday, what would be your suggestion? What would be the name of your holiday? What would be the date? Very long question, I think.
Well,
You are lucky, 3 questions.
or unlucky because I have to think a lot. If the government decide to make a new holiday, mm, um, my suggestion would be from the for people that died in the last battle that we had. We don't have any day to commemorate them, and most of them lost their members, their arms, trying to deactivate the mines, and suffer injuries, that they don't have any day to be thankful with those persons, with those people. What would be the name of the holiday? The day for honor the soldiers, and the day it could be in the month that we have the conflict with our neighbor.
Excellent. That's a really good answer. Any additional questions, Ali?
No, thank you.
Very good. Amp, go ahead and choose a different one for either
Okay.
Eduardo.
Okay. Have you ever had a part-time job? If so, what was it? What did you decide to get this job? Did you enjoy the work? Why?
Well, when I was really younger, before finish university, because since I finished university, I've been working for the same company, so I never had a part-time job. But when I was younger, maybe 15, 16, we usually need some money, to spend, and I want to buy a motorbike. So I started working at the summer in agriculture, recollecting birds and putting some kind of protection with paper to grapes, because it's really common in my area. And yes, this kind of eventual job I can do. And also I work in a factory, in an electrical factory who manufacture uh, transforms for change the I don't know how to transform. I don't know if it is the word, but when we change high tension electricity to and the one you can use at home, yeah, this kind of big transforms, yeah, this kind of jobs just in summer between when I was in high school, yeah, and in a bar also. I work some weekends in a bar because a friend of mine his father has a restaurant, so yeah, making small quantities of money to spend.
When you were under 18, you can able to work in a bar.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, here in Spain, when you have 16 years old, you can drink alcohol. Before, right now, I'm not sure if right now is 18, but I think it's 16. Maybe they become
No, 18.
18
It's
right
18.
now. Yeah.
And since I was younger.
Yeah, well, maybe
David
I'm
feels
older
ripped
than
off.
you.
Yes, maybe you're older than me. Yes, but since I'm 33, so well, 32. Next month I will be 33. I'm, I'm getting
Yeah,
older and
well,
older.
I'm 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 34, but when I was younger, with 16 years old, you can drink alcohol in any pub. Yeah.
Oh,
David
So
never
interesting.
know that
No,
news.
but we always make a trick.
Make
We
it
have always some 18 years old friend. So, okay, buy all the alcohol in the supermarket and we go to a park and drink. So we drink, everybody drinks, everybody drink in Spain younger than 18 actually.
yes,
It
of
doesn't
course.
depend on the laws.
Okay,
Even
we've
right
got
now, it's forbidden to drink with more than 18 years old, but people do at the beach and parks and every weekend. Yeah.
I think that's every country. At least, well, not every country, but many countries. We call that when somebody buys alcohol for an underaged person, we call them a bootlegger. That's what they're called. So if you get in trouble or if you get caught by the police, you get a fine for bootlegging. Eduardo, can you choose one last question for Lucas?
Okay. Lucas. Okay. Do you think men should work more than women? Why?
More than women?
Yeah.
Number 18.
18,
Okay.
19, or
Okay.
20. You can choose whatever you want. It's really similar.
Okay. No, I think women want to have rights like men, so I think it should be equal. And it's also like pay. It also should be equal, but it's very difficult question because uh, there are some jobs that women are not good like men, and of course men don't do job like women, so okay, that's all.
No, I understand what you mean, Lucas. It's a complicated question. It depends on the job and everything, right?
Yes.
In your country in general, Lucas, do women work more than men, or do men work longer hours than women?
I think men work more, but it's like labor or who men labor work much, I think, than women because they are more working in some office.
Absolutely, yeah. In my family, my father always worked more hours than my mother, but my mom did more in the house, so it's a difficult argument. My mom worked more in the house, and he worked more outside.
Yes.
Good. Okay, well, that is our class on American federal holidays. Are there any questions before we close?
No.
Very good. Thank you guys for coming. It was awesome to see you. I have to start the next hour, so maybe I'll see you again for the next hour. But if not, thanks for coming. Take care and have a wonderful day, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.